We will be missing you.
Oh, no. Wala na.
Wala naman nangyari sa share price. 380, 4 pesos, 410, never really moved. So, wala eh. Why are we a public company if you cannot raise public money? Madaling magsalita eh. Di ba? Madaling magsalita. Dapat 6 pesos ang bid nila kasi the underlying net asset value of MPIC should be X. Nakakalimutan nila yung utang sa MPIC eh. 11 pesos pero may 80 billion debt sa Metro Pacific. Hindi naman naliligaw sa amin, di ba? O, na iba-ibang nationalities, iba-ibang klaseng tao, iba-ibang klaseng ugali, iba-ibang klaseng itsura. Yung compatibility mo, the chemistry, you choose whom you think. And you could be wrong. You could be wrong in marrying somebody.
So may chismis or issue daw sa market ngayon. It's basically GSIS versus MPI daw. And there has been a lot of uncertainty surrounding this issue kasi, and I just want to make a video summarizing ano nga ba yung nangyari, and yung mga nakikimarites dyan, this video is for you. So as you can see from the first part of the video, nakita nyo naman yung sinabi ni Sir MVP na they want to delist their company from the public and they want to privatize it kasi wala naman daw nangyari sa share price nila, di ba? And they think when they go private, hindi na sila under sa rules ng PSC and more lenient na yung rules under them. And to make all of this happen, yung majority of shareholders ng MPI approved to voluntarily delist their shares from the PSC via tender offer. So sa mga hindi mo na nakakaalam, yung tender offer is just basically means na you will be buying shares of other shareholders sa company. So in this case, yung sa MPI, no, yung mga bidders which are yung GT Capital na T family, yung Sailing family from Indonesia, yung MIT Pacific Infrastructure, and yung Pangilinan MG Holdings, they should at least own 95% of the company to be able to go private. And ito na yung juice, no? Ito na yung chismis. So basically, the tender offer started no August 9 to September 7. And before matapos yung tender offer, no, this Monday lang, September 4, GSIS disclosed that it bought around 2.5 million common shares from August 23 to September 4, no? So basically, it raised their stake from 3% to 12% na yung stake nila sa MPI. So ano yung dilemma dun? So basically, isa sa mga rules for voluntary delisting is at least owning 95% of the outstanding shares ng company. And with sa ginawa ng GSIS of owning 12% stake sa company, it just basically raised concerns if it will be able to push through for the possible delisting ng MPI. So if you own 12% of the shares of the company, you can never own 95%. So yun yung tinitingnan ng angulo if hindi pwede ma-push through yung delisting ni MPI sa PSE. And in one of the articles that I have read, sabi nung COL research head na si Miss April Lintano, hindi niya alam if the PSE already clarified that if a state fund, no, yung GSIS, would be counted as part of the company's shares owned by the public. Given daw that GSIS has a 12% stake sa company, meron na silang board seat nun or executive representation, and their shares will not be counted in the public float. So sa tingin niya, if yung GSIS is really not part of the public float anymore, yung public float na lang daw will be around 24%, and by that time, MPI could basically buy the 15% and they will still be managed to delist from the PSE. And this still is an uncertain situation right now. And on Monday also, September 4, sabi ni MPI Chairman MVP, he remained hopeful of hitting the 95% target para madelis talaga yung MPI sa PSE. And another trivia lang na this was not the first time GSIS and MPI had this kind of issue, and way back 2009 meron ding issue yung articles na to. And there's a lot of speculations bakit ginawa ni GSIS to. Gusto ba nilang higher tender offer price para mas mataas nila mabenta shares na, or ipit nga ba sila, or since public fund sila, ayaw naman nila mapatalo yung fund nila? Or basically sa nakikita kong angulo, they still want to be part of the progress of MPI moving forward, and as a state fund GSIS, gusto nila yung ganitong klaseng funds.